What's happening, my people? My name is Mila here. So today let's talk about cardio. Yes, I'm gonna give you my top 3 cardio machines for fat loss and my bottom 3 cardio machines for fat loss. And number 1 will surprise you. So I'll start with my bottom 3, the most ineffective cardio machine that you'll find in the gym if you want to lose weight or fats. Let me dive onto my first machine, which is treadmill. Yes, treadmill. I know you're surprised I've pointed it out. I've said treadmill. Do you know why a treadmill is ineffective? Because number 1, when you're running outside and when you're running on a treadmill, those are 2 different movements. Yes, you're moving forward while the mill is moving backwards. But when you're outside, you're prone to so many things. Number 1, you're prone to potholes. You'll encounter a pothole, you jump it. That's a very good thing you've done over there, because it shows you have agilities, or rather you are explosive. Number 2, you'll encounter hills and valleys. So you'll be up and down. The feeling is different. Number 4 or number 3, environment, the atmosphere. If you run where trees are alongside the road, you'll tend to cover a longer distance. I don't know if it's true, but that's what they say. That is the major difference between running inside and running outside. If you're running outside, no problem. Continue doing what you're doing because that movement is so different. But if you're running on a treadmill, especially a flat treadmill, Aki, I'm not lying to you. You're not, I don't know how to say it, but you're not getting quality, or you're not optimizing the machine that much like the way it should be. If you want to make it optimum, if you want to be efficient on a treadmill, incline it at an angle of 45 or 30 if it's bad, depending on their fitness level and all that. At 45, and then one big mistake you shouldn't do when you're doing a treadmill, do not hold on to something, anything. Don't hold on to those handles that are in front of you, neither should you hold on to those handles that are beside you. Don't do that. Just walk as if you're walking on a road, run as if you're running on a track. That's how you make that machine effective. That's how you optimize it to your level best. I've seen it. Most of you, that is number 1 big mistake that you normally do. And if you're that person, I'll call it bullshit and stop bullshitting on treadmill. It's a good machine if you only make good use of it. And number 1 way of making this machine effective is by not holding onto the handles and by inclining it at an angle of 45. Next time you're using a treadmill, make sure it's on an inclined gradient, 45 degrees. It's so steep, and don't you dare hold on to handles unless you're feeling nauseous, you want to tie your laces and things like that. Otherwise, run for 45 minutes or 1 hour without holding onto something. Just assume you're running on a road. Will you hold on to anything? No, you just reduce speed if you feel like it's too much. If you want to cover this distance, a longer distance on a treadmill, watch something, listen to a podcast, listen to a music, go on Netflix. Yani, do something with your eyes. Yeah, like distract yourself with something. I know I've emphasized so much on treadmill, but number 2, it's something known as spin bike. Number 1, it's a good machine if you're done legs, or if you want to do legs. You say, hey, I'll start with this machine just to warm up my knees and thighs, or I'll use it as a finish after my leg session. I say, let me sit on this thing for like 10 minutes and I bounce back home. Go. If you love doing spin class, I have no problem with it. But if your aim is fat loss, it's not a quality machine, because you're only focusing on one muscle, that is your legs, okay, or rather your quads. You're not focusing. What about the upper body? So the upper body is just there, but the lower body is in action. It's not a bad machine. No, not at all. And again, if you are using a bicycle, if you like cycling outside, continue doing whatever you're doing, because cycling outside and cycling inside, 2 different things. Those are 2 different movements, because outside you're prone to these things I've pointed out. There's a time you'll make a turn, there's a time you'll climb a hill, there's a time outside is so different because of the nature, but inside you're limited. Number 3 machine of all that you should not use for fat loss, or rather rely so much on for fat loss, is a recumbent bike. You know that bike you have sat like this, sat down like this, and then you're like a boss. You're like in an office, and then you're doing this. This is for lazy ass motherfuckers. If you're a lazy ass being, that is your machine. You like it because you're lazy. You don't want to challenge yourself with other machines like Stairmaster and the likes. I don't have even to emphasize more on that one. You just know this one, same thing. You're just moving your legs. It is for grannies and grandpas. Me, that's all I normally say. It is for people who are 60 years and above, or even 70. But if you are young, energetic, and you are having your both limbs functioning, why should you go for that bike? A recumbent bike is for people who have injuries, people who are old as fuck, and people who are lazy. You can cast stone on me, but I don't care what I've just said, because I'm 1000% sure of whatever thing I've said. Let me give you my top 3 best of the best cardio machine of all time. Number 1 is elliptical bike. You know, bike you normally do this elliptical machine, whereby your legs are moving parallel to your arms. They're like this. That machine is so good because see, your upper body and lower body, they are both in action. Number 2, air bike. It's similar to the elliptical one, but this one now has a seat. So you sit, then you move your arms and legs like this. Perfect machine for fat loss because again, your upper body and lower body, they are both in action. And number 3, this one is my opinion. Rowing machine. Rowing machine is the best because again, your upper body and your lower body, they are both in action. In short, if any machine makes your upper body and lower body move, that's a good machine. But if any machine, this is the machine that is just, it is specific to a certain muscle, it's only focusing on legs, that's not a good machine for fat loss. No, that one is just for fun, or for these people who are exceptions. They have issues with their bodies, maybe they have an injury and all that. But if you're good to go, like you are strong, energetic, you don't have any issue, go for these other machines. So, and then cardio is a skill, bro. Running is a skill. Put your chest up when you're running. Don't lean back or hunch your back like this, face down, and you're running as if, don't do that. Chest up, chin up, and then put on the right shoes, and you'll cover a longer distance. I don't have much to say other than enjoy your cardio sessions. Don't skip cardio. Cardio is equally important as just the resistance training. Cardio is good for your heart. Cardio is freaking tiresome, even more than resistance training. I don't know if there's a rebuttal on that one, but if you want to burn a lot of calories, you can rely on cardio. Resistance training, you don't burn a lot of calories. I normally say for quality life, combine the two. Do cardio and resistance training. I'm gonna give you a bonus point, and a bonus point is this: when you're doing cardio, or if you're planning to do cardio, start with resistance training and then finish with cardio. Not start with cardio and then finish with resistance training. You'll find out that you have depleted a lot of energy, and the moment you're getting to your resistance workout, you're tired. You cannot even lift 2-pound dumbbells. If you want to be strong, start with resistance training. And then if you want to have a healthy heart, finish up with cardio for at least 10 minutes, 20, I don't know. It depends with your goal. I truly don't know, but I've never ever dismissed cardio. If you're dismissing cardio because you feel like you lose your gains, it's because your calories are down there. So increase your macros and just do your cardio after your workouts for 10 minutes. You can do cardio every day, imagine, and nothing will happen. I think I do cardio every day because I walk a lot. So I do cardio daily on a regular basis. Try to maintain my calories. I eat at least 4 meals in a day.